Hey everyone, GGG has been slowly drip feeding us content over the last week or so, but recently they've been sharing some of the spicy new currency orbs coming in 3.16. We've already seen some of these during the reveal stream like the Tainted Chromatic, Fusing, and Jeweler's Orbs, but today they released the finalized versions of these three currencies as well as shared some other interesting Tainted Orbs. These orbs have been updated to unpredictably modify the item, which is a theme that can be seen across all the tainted currencies that we currently know about. The Tainted Orb of Fusing now unpredictably adds or removes a link to the largest group of linked sockets on a corrupted item. So you're definitely going to want to 6-link an item before corrupting it, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, if you have a GG item, it might just be worth to 6-link it anyway. But what if you get a bad Scourge mod that potentially bricks the item for you? Then you wasted all that currency 6-linking it and you're stuck with an item that you can't use. But on the other hand, you could just Scourge the item before linking it and then invest in Vol Orbs and Fusings, or give the new Tainted Fusings a shot. Maybe the play is to corrupt the item and then use Vol Orbs and Fusings to get it to 5-link, then using the Tainted Orb to try and connect the last link. Either way, I think this is especially risky business for any SSF players. And for the people in Trade League, I'd expect the price of Vol Orbs to go up quite a bit compared to previous leagues. As for the Tainted Jeweler's Orb, it either adds or removes a socket on a corrupted item, and the Chromatic Orb just does what a normal Chromatic does, but on a corrupted item. With those out of the way, let's take a look at the two interesting currency orbs shared with us today. The first being the Tainted Exalted Orb. This orb will either add or remove a modifier on a corrupted rare item. And of course, in classic GGG fashion, this has some risk versus reward. I can't imagine many scenarios where you'd want to use this in hopes of removing a modifier. You'd most likely have all that figured out before corrupting it, unless you have the max number of modifiers on an item. Then what does that mean for this orb? Will it automatically remove a mod? Does it have a chance to just do nothing at all? Or will it just not work? I have a feeling that if you have no room for extra mods, then this currency won't work. But if it does, then that opens up an endless amount of crafting possibilities. But the new currency I really want to talk about is the Tainted Mythic Orb. This orb either upgrades a corrupted rare item to unique rarity or destroys it. I love this currency for quite a few reasons. First off, it's yet another avenue for chasing down uniques, especially when playing in SSF, where getting a core unique item can be very difficult. For instance, I'm planning a Burning Arrow build for SSF HC, and I've been worried about how I'm going to get my hands on a Diadean Dawn belt. Of course, we have Chance Orbs and Gwenin, but the Tainted Mythic Orb gives us another chance at finding it. Obviously, we don't know how rare these are going to be yet, but what I will probably end up doing is grabbing heavy belts that I find and using Chance Orbs on them. Then all the ones that turn rare I can corrupt and then use a Mythic Orb on them for yet another chance of getting the belt. This method of obtaining unique items might not be so great for items that you'd want to 6-link, unless you're lucky enough to find a corrupted rare 6-link chest piece that's the exact base armor you're looking for. Another really interesting thing that Carve pointed out is the potential interactions with the Cowl of the Thermophile and the Mythic Orb. For those of you who don't know, the Cowl of the Thermophile allows you to put 2 anoints on it. So what if you anointed the item twice, then Vol Orbed it down to a rare item, and then used the Mythic Orb on it to turn it into an Abyssus? It would be quite the investment and very risky, but the outcome would be a one-of-a-kind item. This could be done with the Cowl of the Cryophile as well, except you'd aim to turn it into a Starconius. Also, what about the new amulet that allows you to anoint it 4 times? Just throw 4 anoints on it, vol it down to a rare, then Mythic Orb it into an Astramentus. Once again, the investment and risk here would be very high, but imagine getting an Astramentus with 4 anoints on it. If these interactions are possible, then I'm really looking forward to all the crazy items people will be making this league. There are still more currency items GGG has yet to share with us, so it will only get crazier from here. This league is really looking like it's going to be the best league of 2021. Friday just can't get here quick enough. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more Path of Exile content.